Paul Stone was the CEO for all but 3 days before Hertz collapsed. A titan of the industry, Hertz had existed for over 100 years before its collapse in 2020. Although Hertz had been dying for some time, its final days were full of drama. Its former CEO had resigned with immediate notice when Paul took the mantle. Today we're going to look at the last days of a titan and look at the man who was called to watch it burn, Paul Stone.
Nobody does it better than Hertz.
Nobody does it better. Hertz leads the others by far. Nobody does it best of all. You, Hertz, the superstar.
Paul's career started as a sales associate at Sam's Club back in 1987, and after 28 years, he worked his way up to regional vice president within Sam's parent company, Walmart. In March 2018, Stone joined Hertz as executive vice president and chief retail officer. Hertz was already a troubled company when Stone joined. However, it was going through a transformation. Experimenting with new technologies, Hertz was trying to reposition itself to provide higher cars for the future. It had relocated its head office, and in 2018, it was introducing facial recognition software at airports to allow for speedier rentals. Stone was thrusted into the heart of these transformations. Then in 2020, the pandemic hit, and the already struggling company buckled. Stay-at-home orders and travel bans made rental cars obsolete, and the CEO at the time, Catherine Marinello, resigned with immediate effect, and the board elected Stone to take her place on the 18th of May 2020. 3 days later, Hertz filed bankruptcy, and the legendary investor, Carl Icahn, who had accumulated a 39% stake in the business, sold it. Icahn explained, "I've been an investor and a supporter of Hertz since 2014. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, which has caused an extremely rapid and substantial decrease in travel, Hertz has encountered major financial difficulties, and I support the board in their conclusion to file bankruptcy protection. Yesterday, I saw my equity position at a significant loss, but this doesn't mean that I don't continue to have faith in the future of Hertz. I believe that based on a plan of reorganization that includes new capital, Hertz will again become a great company. I intend to closely follow the company's reorganization, and I look forward to assessing different opportunities to support Hertz in the future." Hertz swiftly began to sell off its fleet of cars in order to pay creditors, and its shares continued to float on the stock market. Then along came Roaring Kitty and the Wall Street Bets boys. Whilst Hertz was reaching out to potential creditors for bankruptcy loans totaling up to $1.5 billion, its share price began to rise. It had officially become a meme stock. Investors from the Reddit subgroup were coordinating and purchasing the shares, along with other shares that had fell victim to the pandemic. Led by Roaring Kitty, Stone spotted an opportunity, and as part of the bankruptcy proceedings, Hertz asked the bankruptcy judge in court filings whether it would be allowed to sell up to $1 billion in new stock as part of a Chapter 11 reorganization. Although this was initially approved, the Securities and Exchange Commission stepped in and the plan was scrapped. Hertz emerged from bankruptcy in June 2021, and in October 2021 installed Mark Fields, former CEO of Ford Motors, as its new interim CEO, while Paul remained as the president.
Are you still going to be a meme stock? Do you want to be a meme stock at this point?
Well, I can never predict what the market is going to do. All we are focused on is running a terrific company. As Tom and Greg just mentioned, we're performing, very proud of the team. And importantly, this is not only about running an excellent rent-a-car company. We're going to stay very focused on that. But this is also about a transformation of Hertz. And this is about, us positioning ourselves to lead and be a central player and role and component of the modern mobility ecosystem. And we are uniquely positioned to do that. And I think this gives us a lot of optionality as a company going forward. And we're going to stay very focused on delivering results, and we'll let the market speak from there.
Hertz has refocused itself on tech and has recently bought a fleet of Teslas and is working closely with Uber. Also, its shares back on the stock market. Hertz had a wild ride, and it seems like it might have just made it through to the other side. But no one should forget the man who was driving the car, Roaring Kitty. Paul Stone. If you like this kind of content, please like and share and subscribe.